TK Arunji, Member Finance, dear friends Shyam and Julian, and industry colleagues, very good morning. Very happy to be here. Uh, you know, before I start, and I'm still waiting for my presentation to be coming up and the clicker, but I will start by saying that my life has been made very, very simple by the speakers before me because they have set the context for exactly what I wanted to talk about, which is what do we expect 5G to deliver? What has happened so far, and going forward, what is it that we expect it to deliver? So, we spoke about convergence, we spoke about why this is not only about speed, and for me, it's important that when we talk about convergence and we talk about the potential of 5G as a technology for delivering future services, we also look at how are we improving and coming up with required features and functionalities for us to deliver those requirements from a network point of view. So if we look at where did we start, India has seen a phenomenal growth when it comes to uptake of 5G and how fast we deployed 5G. Everyone has spoken about it. We are carrying maximum number of GBs per month. We have overtaken countries and operators who have launched 5G a couple of years before us. And we are, doing extremely well when it comes to consumer kind of applications. Now, what does 5G bring on top of that? And I'm going to list out a few features, but this is not about features. It's about how do we make sure that we are combining the potential of what 5G brings in order to address the requirements of enterprises and industries in general. Just to give you some example, it's about scaling new use cases, which is about fixed wireless access, AI, and augmented reality. We have seen some examples in terms of applications and use cases being launched already. Then we have the potential to expand into new sectors. For example, enterprise and mission critical. We know that we have done a lot of experiments, we have done a lot of proof of concepts in this area, and then we're gonna work continuously on optimizing our networks to deliver those. Then it's about dynamic business models. One thing that 5G brings for us is uh, tailored, which is what is it that you want, transactional, which is how much you want, and dynamic, when do you want. So if we put all these three together, we are able to optimize our technology and networks in a way to deliver best-in-class performance for enterprises and for mission critical, for example. And then it's about beyond connectivity. Currently, we have always looked at networks being unidirectional. So the network is telling the users what to do and what are the capabilities. Now, with 5G and the APIs and open technology, we are able to make it bidirectional, which is, we are also able to learn from the user behavior and optimize the networks as we require. The Honorable Minister and the Secretary did speak about the convergence between cloud, artificial intelligence, and mobile. Now, when I talk about mobile, it's a platform of connectivity. How can we make sure that our network and our technology is integrating the artificial intelligence and the cloud together in order to make it more effective? Now, all these three go hand in hand. I can give you one example here. Now, if you have seen the Ray-Ban glasses, you're able to wear them, take a photo, and the network is able to tell you, or using artificial intelligence, we are able to tell you exactly what is being seen from those glasses. What does that need? It needs fast response, and it needs quick connectivity and easy access to information. What else is needed for this use case or application like this to be successful? It's a cost. Now, when I look at the cost, how can we reduce the cost of the goggles? We can reduce the cost of the goggles by increasing or doing less compute on the goggle itself, put it on the cloud. But then we need very, very fast connectivity between the cloud and the goggles so that you're able to access the information quick. So 5G as a technology brings in a bridge between the applications, the cloud, and the data centers. So, we can make it more and more effective. Now, 5G, and this we can reflect based on what we have heard earlier before me as well. One is, like we said, we have rolled out fixed wireless access, very, very successful. We are talking about enhanced mobile broadband. We are talking about the speeds, and we are talking about how we are utilizing 5G as a technology for mobile broadband. Now, we can we can extend this with new use cases in the similar kind of frames. For example, connected laptops. For example, cameras, augmented and virtual reality kind of applications. Then we also have a possibility to expand into new sectors. Virtual private enterprise network. This one is where you provide a part of the public network for an enterprise. There is nothing which is in the enterprise itself. It is a slice or it is a part of a public infrastructure which is there. Then we have the wireless WAN. Enterprise private networks. There could be requirements where the enterprises need the core to be in their establishments. Now, in that scenario, we can also create a network using 5G where they can touch, feel, and they have access to whether it's security related requirements or whatever else it could be. Then we spoke about mission critical, whether it's railways, whether it's defense, we are able to provide proper services for mission critical networks using the technology of 5G, which is low latency, higher speeds, more secure, and so on. And then we have the 5G non-terrestrial networks, which is how do we integrate and make sure that wherever there is no access to terrestrial networks, how do we complement them with the non-terrestrial networks? Success of 5G is purely dependent on devices and how the availability and the cost. This was spoken earlier, and I believe this is the most important point where the Honorable Minister also spoke about, making sure that we are able to make devices in India at price points which are relevant for us to take off. And these are not only restricted to consumers, they are also for enterprise, for industries, and IoT in general. So if you look at the number of shipments which have increased in the last 2 years, it's phenomenal. The growth has been phenomenal, and this is something that we should all be very proud of, that the device ecosystem also understands the requirements for making it available, making it cheaper, and making it ready for direct launch in terms of applications and services. Now, we also talk about high performance and programmability. Performance is about making sure that the expectations that we need from the networks are able to deliver those. That means that we can define an intent, we can say that this is what we expect the network to deliver, and then the networks are able to optimize using AI and other algorithms to deliver those services. And that can be fast rate adoption, flexible compute, low latency, high bandwidth. So it's basically, you are able to deliver the functionalities from the network when you need them in a very, very effective way. And it's about generative artificial intelligence and extended reality. Both of them together, I gave you the Ray-Ban example, and there are many more examples where we have seen these getting integrated in terms of effective deliveries. Networks, they are indeed a foundation for digital ecosystem. So we have spoken about performance, we have spoken about programmability, we have spoken about automation, autonomous networks, and end of the day, what it all culminates into together is delivering services which are for consumers, which are reliable, intelligent solutions for businesses and governments. And we also open it up for capabilities for developers to come and develop using the network APIs and the device APIs together and make it more and more effective. So Ericsson, in India, we have been in India for more than 120 years. We are fully committed to India. We are very proud to have been associated with the 5G rollouts that happened in India. We are investing on a regular basis. We have 22,000 employees. We have research and development centers across technology and artificial intelligence. And we are working with academia in India to bring in 6G research and also looking at how we can make 5G more effective with the use cases not only limited to consumers, but also towards enterprises and other areas. Thank you very much for listening, and I wish you a very pleasant day ahead with lots of good information. Thank you.